Hey everybody, I'm Nika, and I am the new associate producer for the Catamounts in Boulder. And we have our playwright, Mickle Maher, who is visiting from Chicago, and we're just kind of grabbing a little footage on the fly. I am literally learning all the players in the play and learning all about the company. And so as I do that, I wanted to offer it up to share it with our audience. I'm starting a new job for those of you that are following, and I'm in a way walking in blind because I've been a big fan of the plays that I've seen the Catamounts produce, but I really know very little about the backstory and people who have been working together for a decade in some cases, or more, or a little less, and they've been, forming these relationships and really know each other's work deeply and know each other deeply. And I'm kind of coming in brand new, and I'm super excited to meet you and wanted to ask you a few questions and get to know a little more. And I figure a lot of people will come through and they'll see the play and they won't necessarily feel comfortable like asking you, these deeper questions that they might want to say more than just like, congratulations,
Sure.
your play's amazing.
So
how did you and Amanda meet, and what plays have you guys done together in the past?
So she was in Chicago for a while with her own troupe, and she saw a play of mine that she really liked, but we didn't know each other at that point. And then she, the first play that she did of mine, it was a play called There Is a Happiness That Morning Is, that she was actually in, and they did a really great job of it here. And they did a larger play of mine called Spirits to Enforce, which was a few years ago, and now they're doing this one. Amanda's she's has a real eclectic taste and a really courageous taste. She's part of this small but hearty and courageous band of directors and artistic directors around the country that really are really insistent on doing things that they feel are unique and unheralded and interesting to them, and they're not catering to anything else outside of their personal passion. So they're not really trying to, curry favor with the New York scene or some larger establishment of theater, or if there even is such a thing these days. And so I really admire her for the Catamounts for that particular approach to doing theater, because I don't think it's worth it doing it any other way. But
that's
thinking about theater.
Well, I definitely see the relationship between writing songs and writing poems. I mean, that's definitely comes through in when you write a musical. And have you written other musicals too?
No, this is the first actual musical I've written. I've written plays with songs, or plays with music, or plays that have songs in them, but it's a whole different beast, right? With musical, I think it's an art form that is really still trying to figure itself out. I mean, it's still a relatively new form in the world, and you'll, if you approach the form at all and begin to look into it, you'll see all the sort of advice from experts on all the rules of making musicals, and I think there's some guidelines, but I think those rules come out of a realization of sort of deep down understanding that we really don't know what we're doing. And so
Orlander's the main actor here. He did the first production that was done in Houston, and then he came here with the show. So you've seen him in this role before.
Yes.
The music is haunting me. I'm singing it in my car all day long. I love the music. I love the play, and I really love his take on it too. So
me too.
I'm really glad that he's here doing it. And did you develop it with actors, musicians,
so down in Houston with the Catastrophic Theater, Jason Nodler is the artistic director down there. Another really, I think, a kindred spirit with Amanda, and I hope they meet this weekend. He's coming up to see the show. But so he commissioned it originally, and with Daryl Morey, who was then the general manager of the Houston Rockets, And so they were interested. They're both basketball fans, obviously, and they wanted to do a musical about basketball. Daryl's a huge musical fan, and Jason Nodler has done a number of musicals. So they asked me to think about it, and I thought it was probably the worst idea I'd ever heard. So, of course, I dived right in, and here we are. So
I think this play is already incredible.
Thank you.
I don't know what you'll take away from this production and, you know, on to the next one, but I hope that our audience will come and check it out and weigh in, and they'll
I hope
you know, open discussions about what they loved and
Yes.
you know, ideas that they have, or maybe not, maybe you don't work that way, but
Feel free to
to share ideas
Yeah.
about the show.
Yeah, of course.
All right, well, thank you for talking to me on camera. That
Sure.
was so nice of you, and thanks for being here. That's and hopefully all of you will be here between now and then. So thanks for letting me talk to you on camera.
Thank you. All right, that went well.
Yeah, not too painful, right?
Yeah.